Hey everyone, I'm Brad Nelson.
And I'm Ross Merriam.
And you're watching the Versus Series on Star City Games.
.com.
I waited till the last video and you still were on top of it.
I'm a professional, Brad.
No, you're not. All right, we are finally on the last day of Ross and I's versus video fiasco, where we are playing a bunch of decks in preparation for GP Richmond this weekend. That is Legacy and Standard. How has the week gone for you? Did you miss me now?
Every so often, I think that maybe I miss you, and then within about 30 seconds, in video one, it took 45 seconds?
Yeah.
In the pool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit longer. Yeah. I don't know.
I think Emma had 45 seconds, so she won the pool.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Congratulations, Emma. You get deck lessons from Ross Merriam, so...
Be prepared to 7-9 your next tournament.
Yeah. Anyway, we are playing a matchup that I think will be very popular tomorrow if you're playing in GP Richmond, but also with a deck that I think is one of the best choices. Now, I'm playing Ben Friedman's 75 in this video. Last week, I wrote about my personal list, and I mean, who am I kidding? I probably wrote yesterday about my updated version for Richmond. I like the deck. I don't think that there's a lot of stuff to hide in Standard right now. It's a lot of play.
Yeah, this is definitely a Brad Nelson deck.
I don't know what that means.
It is a lot of versatility.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've changed a lot in the last year in Magic. I think that I just go with the flow in Magic. The more Modern's changing, I've been playing more polarizing decks and...
Sure, and, Modern's a different animal in Standard.
But even in Standard, like I played Red-Black at the Pro Tour and Blue-White a lot. Like these decks...
Blue-White is a little bit out of your normal range.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've been changing my tune a lot lately. We'll see what Ravnica or Guilds of Ravnica shows. Maybe I can get back into playing decks with a bunch of options and choices and stuff like that. But for the most part, I just think this deck is good. Because it has cheap creatures that give you card advantage and hand disruption against the control decks. Like I've talked a lot lately. There's just polarizing matchups.
Powerful creatures, card selection, flexible answers.
But it's the only deck that really occupies the space.
Yes.
And that's what I like about it. So anyway, we're going to get into it because this is going to take a long time. You do not get to tank. You just have to play your spells.
Okay. I roll.
No!
Correct. Once again, getting Brad by 1. Work smart, not hard.
That's the philosophy of Magic. Just always be a little bit bigger than your opponent.
Yep. I don't know exactly how good this hand is, but I find it hard to mulligan a hand with lands in this card.
It's a fairy? Okay, go for it.
Pass.
Oh, search for a Scanta? Go.
Not quite. Chart a course.
Oh, sure.
I get to see so many cards. I am going to discard a Nexus of Fate. A little early for that card. It shuffles in.
And I will Siphoner and Bod up.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, it's game 1. I'm not just drawing, counterspells and duresses. There are fatal pushes that I can draw. So.
Yeah, but you're lucky. You won't draw any of those.
Ha ha!
Not a chart, of course.
All right, you got it.
Let's discard a forest to that one and play Hinterland Harbor and pass the turn.
All right. Trigger, but I don't use it. Get an energy.
18.
Play a land, and I will play a Champion of Wits.
Sure.
Draw 2. That was not bad. And I will get rid of these.
Okay. I'm just going to play a Scattered Groves and pass.
All right. I will use my energy, go to 19, draw an extra card. Yeah, might as well go here. Combat, trigger, get an energy, play another Siphoner,
14.
get another energy. Your turn.
And a turn, I'm going to cycle Haze of Pollen.
Okay.
Gotta find some action here. That doesn't count. That doesn't.
What's happening over there?
really
You've
count
seen a
either.
lot of cards. You better do something good.
I better do something good. I am going to play a Nissa Stored of Elements for 1.
Alrighty.
And I'm going to plus to scry 2. And I'm going to put both of those on the bottom.
Alrighty. My turn?
Yep.
Oh, wait. End of turn. Sorry. Cycle a vetted pool.
Sure.
Untap. Use my energy. Go to 18 life. Draw 2 cards. Do. Combat. All at you. Triggers.
All at me. I'm at 14. Sure, I'll go to 8.
The Scarab God.
Sure. Good.
And, yep, your turn.
Okay. That was not a very good draw. I will start with some scry action. And let's that one seems good. So keep that one on top. Now I will play Karn's Temporal Sunbeam.
Oh no! Oh no! I forgot about that one.
Let's bounce that one.
Oh, all right. Oh, I always forget about the one of Karn's Temporal Sundering.
Now I have a couple options. I think I'm just gonna scry again because of Brad's no tanking rule. Don't need those. Definitely looking for some action here. And let's play our 7th land and then cast a Search for Ascanta.
All
Pass
right.
the turn. Let's let Brad kill himself with these siphoners.
Yeah, I'll go to 17 now.
Yep.
Attack you. I get 2 energy.
Yeah. I'll settle.
I'll commit the settle.
Interesting. So is that second of the top here?
Yep. And you go to 2.
Yep.
All right. And then second main, I'll get a 3rd energy in your turn.
So now I can get the settle back because of this search. And I will do that because I don't want this gift. And now, have I set up enough to try to like... You have how many cards in hand now? 1 million?
I have 6.
Let's scry 2.
Okay.
Still digging for some action. That one seemed...
You're not going to time walk, right? If you're going to cast time walk, then
yeah. I just realized I got to do this first.
Yep.
So let's time walk and then scry 2. That's a little awkward because now I got all those like bad. I put 4 lands on the bottom.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm really just digging to try and find Teferi here.
Yeah.
They're not. I don't know how many like main deck counter spells Ben had.
He had 2 Censors, 2 Essence Scatters, and a Commit. 3 Doomfall, and then 4 Restless Step as like interactive stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Scry 2.
2. Let's put 2 lands on the bottom.
All right. Take your another turn.
Upkeep. Keep that one.
Yep. You have to put that in there.
It's like Green Sun Zenith. Okay. Thank you, Bradley. Could have just moved the 4 die up to 6 and been.
I grabbed the wrong one first. I realized it.
I'll put those 2 lands on the bottom.
All right.
Upkeep. Don't need that one.
Do you know what I like? This is like 4 horsemen. Like you could always put 2 bad cards and draw that card forever.
Scry 2 again.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are not gas either, so let's scry those to the bottom.
All right.
Pass the turn.
1, draw again.
Now Brad knows about the settle, which will make his attack interesting. And I've awkwardly put myself to 2 now, so he only has to attack with 1 creature.
Yeah, I'll attack with this one.
Yeah, I definitely want to attack that one and get an energy. So I will settle it.
Sure.
Settle is basically just a fog here. This is the most expensive one, and settling 1 creature gives him fewer lands, in case that's ever relevant.
Field around, your turn.
Aren't you a jerk? Okay, upkeep. I want to both keep that on top and flip my search. But if I do that, Brad will kill my Azcanta and my upkeep. But I don't really want to just draw this without flipping the search. So I guess I will bottom. Or mill.
And then you're flipping?
And yeah, I will flip.
All right.
Draw my card for turn?
Yep.
Any scries I do are going to get broken up by the Field of Ruin anyway, so I think this is just a turn where I guess I can just try to kill you?
Yep.
I assume Vraska's Contempt would have targeted this Nissa a long time ago. But you might have some fatal pushes. Probably do have removal spells. Killing you with these 5/5 seems like a single removal spell breaks it up, because I only make 4 5/5s over 2 turns.
Yep.
That just doesn't seem... You're going to have a removal spell in your million cards.
Maybe.
Post-board, maybe you go for this, but I don't think you do in game 1. So I'm just going to 0 and hope to hit a land.
Okay.
I didn't. Didn't hit a land. Pass the turn.
I'll go to 16, draw 2.
Yep. If Brad ever goes to 15, or I get this Nissa up to 19 counters, or 18 counters, then
Attack you, trigger.
Root Snare.
Okay. Pass the turn.
On your end step, activate Azcanta.
Results.
Huh.
Any non-creature.
That's what I thought.
It's good negate. All right, I will hit it.
Sucker. I put a bunch of good cards on the bottom of my deck.
Well, that's random, so I'm not a sucker. Actually, I have enough of that. I'll go for...
Okay. So, let's go to my turn. And... Cast a Teferi.
Oh, wait, I had to discard.
Oh, sure. Teferi good?
Yep.
Plus it.
Yep.
Scry 2.
Sure.
2 lands go to the bottom. Every time. End step, untap some lands.
Trigger on the stack. I'm going to contempt that.
Oh, you've been saving your contempts. Cute. Sure. You go to 18.
And I'll cycle.
Yep.
Attack trigger.
Yeah.
Okay. Trigger.
Yep.
Did I already play a land?
I don't think so.
No, because I cast a spell. I was like, but my hand, it shouldn't be correct. All right, go.
Nexus of Fate.
Commit. Had to try to do it there.
Scry 2.
Yeah.
Put that land on the bottom.
Yeah.
Fast turn.
I was hoping to find a Doomfall before this all happened. Maybe I should have cycled beforehand, but I do feel like
with the Siphoner triggers on the stack, I'm going to go for this Haze. He's going to force me to do it anyway. I don't want him to draw into Censor if he doesn't have it already.
Sure. And then I'm going to go to 8
to 17.
17, draw 2.
Yep.
You have 1 card and you kept 1 on top?
Yes. Which you...
Yep. All right, I'm going to champion.
Yep.
Discard. Energy, attack you, get more energy.
Yep.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Scaregod, your turn.
So, are there any creatures in the graveyard right now?
Huh? Yeah, I have a hostage taker.
And none of these are zombies by themselves, so you can only one me with the Scarab God. Trigger next turn, as far as I can tell. No, you can just push a Siphoner. Okay. That's how that works. So, I guess that means I'm casting Nexus of Fate.
Yep.
And I'm not exactly sure how I'm winning this game. I guess I'm winning by
Teferi, Nexus of Fate.
drawing a lot of Nexuses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know how much I like this Planeswalker. You've had it in play all game long. I mean, theoretically, I'm still dead.
Even Teferi Nexus, I'd be 1 mana shorter.
Theoretically, I'm dead.
Sure, and if I need to go for it, I will afterwards, but not until I'm absolutely forced to.
Oh, you have another one?
No.
You're kind of forced to go this turn, right? Because if you brick off, then you don't have it.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to force you into that line. I'm saying that you have to make the judgment call on that line.
The thing is, I don't beat a removal spell, and if you don't have a removal spell, then
I agree.
It's very likely that I get to keep going anyway.
I just want the judgment call to be talked
Yeah.
about. Because, like, do you beat Fatal Push? The argument is, if you ever pass the turn, you don't beat Fatal Push anyway. So you're not beating Fatal Push. So you have to go for the combo, which is fine to keep trying to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that. 3, 4, 5. Maybe I should have been aggressively trying to scry lands to the top to get them more into play. I felt a little light on mana. The other card I can also find like Fog plus Gift of Paradise.
Yep.
So, and I have my other card is a Glimmer, which helps me like find things like that.
Mhm.
So let's Nexus again. So that's why I keep scrying. Could have settled the turn you attacked me to 2, I think. Or was that the turn you attacked
That was
me
the
to 8?
turn. No, you settled
No.
on the turn that
Yeah,
got you
that's
to
when
2.
you committed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I could have settled the turn you attacked me to 8.
Mhm.
Maybe that was my mistake. So
All right, scry.
well, those aren't good.
Oh, here we go.
That was 1/2. Scry.
Oh no.
Gift to this land.
Yep.
Go to 5.
Yep.
Glimmer.
Yep.
Get some Jacob Bawing. I'm not sure it's relevant. And pass the turn.
Alrighty. Alright, I'm going to stack my Siphoner triggers and then this. So I'm going to just
You
go
want
to.
okay, so you're putting this on the stack first.
Yes, going to 15 and drawing 2 cards.
Okay.
No, I still think I want to keep it around because it does help in weird ways to have it. I'm not. You have 2 cards in hand?
Yep.
Well, one has to be a fog. So one.
I guess I should have upkeep this fog before the Siphoner triggers. Again, because if you have double censor, I lose. Or like another commit or something. So let's assume I did that. If it's not if it wasn't resolving, then you wouldn't have been very worried. So you're fog.
1 second. Before the do 2 draws.
Yeah. Do you want to do something in response?
I'm 1 mana short of doing what I want to do, which kind of sucks.
It always feels really bad when you're 1 mana short in a late game scenario. And you're like, I have 12 goddamn lands. Why am I still mana short?
It is really frustrating.
Oh, you have 11 lands. If you had 12, you'd be all set.
It's true if I. Yeah. Oh, wait. No. I have it.
Figured it out.
Yeah, I did figure it out.
I'm dead.
Yeah, you're dead. Censor.
Pay 1.
Hostage taker. My Gear Hulk.
Yeah.
Fatal push my hostage taker. Bring back this. Censor it again.
That is great.
Yeah.
I was really happy with you at 15.
I thought I had to cast the Gear Hulk. I was trying to figure out how to cast it, but yeah, the Fatal Push lets me.
Yeah, because the Gear Hulk leaves play, so you turn on
so
Revolt,
I turn on.
so
Yeah.
now the Fatal Push can kill the Hostage Shaker. Yeah, with you at 15, I'm a lot more comfortable
I
going
had
for the
so much
the two-shot
mana
kill,
left.
because now I kill you through a removal spell.
Yeah. Wow.
I thought I found it. I was going to draw 2 cards too. Okay, we are here for sideboarding. On my side, I'm transforming a lot here, cutting all the fogs, and just trying to not necessarily race what Brad is doing, because Brad is becoming a slightly less aggressive deck. He's a lot more disruption after sideboard. So because of that, and because of his lack of dead cards, I need just a lot more to fight through that disruption to actually execute the taking turns-esque game plan of the deck. That means bringing in counterspells of my own, and then these brawls, which are going to help me win the counter wars, making my counterspells cheaper, maybe
Your card event is cheaper. Also turning your Charter Courses on to draw cards.
Yes, and potentially they'll just like blocking a creature down.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't block Siphoner, but it does block Champion of Wits.
Yep.
So Brawl, I think, is a pretty key in this game because Brad's cutting his Fatal Pushes. So definitely the best card here. And I'm really going to have to be cognizant now of the clock that is on me. I'm more of a traditional combo deck here. I'm a late game combo deck, kind of like taking turns in Modern, where I'm going to sit here, spend the early turns setting up, and then we're going to go for one big turn. And usually if I win, I'll keep going, generate a bunch of card advantage from Planeswalkers, and end the game. And if I lose, I'm probably dead on the spot.
Yeah, I'm not going to do this. I was thinking that maybe I should just not have all my Scarab Gods. because you don't need them in matchups that they're not dealing with them. And sometimes, actually, no, I am going to do it because this you can tick down, and this is good against a fairy. This is the weird spots with some of these last decisions in matchups like this, but these other cards are obviously like just clear. You want all of these anti control cards, and this matchup or Ross is going to have to be switching his deck around like this because he is now in such an inherent deck disadvantage. I have a lot of cheap interaction, a lot of card advantage, and I'm just going to be leveraging that until Ross runs out of cards. And if he's just stuck with fogs, that's not the game plan I'm even playing. I'm attacking all the other cards anyway. Yeah. So I'm going to whittle down all those resources, and then you're just going to fog me through turns and die. Yes. So I do like that, the way that you're handling it. I'm still unsure if I'd want to cut down to 2 Scarab Gods, but it makes sense to me. And I could see bringing in more Walking Ballistas. Ben does have a second, but I personally think you should only have one in your sideboard. So,
only one comes in.
Yep.
Okay, we're here for game number 2. I'm on the play. This is a pretty good hand in the post-board games. A lot of cheap interaction, and there's no key piece that can get broken apart early by Brad's disruption. I have a lot of ways to recover, make land drops, and hopefully just find the cards I need. So, Scatter Groves, go.
All right. Well, you talked a lot about your hand. I'd like to see it.
Yeah, that's anything but turn 1 duress. I would have felt pretty good. But taking the search here.
I don't think I actually want the search.
Oh no, that's even worse for me. And anytime your opponent disagrees with you as to what your best card is.
No, you're right. I'm taking the search.
It's usually bad news bears.
Your turn.
I was hoping to rip Baral there. That would have been tight. Instead, I will cast a Chart of Course. Pick up my hand.
Better discard one of those counter spells to make sure I don't have as much information about your hand. And he did. I can't believe he did. All right, I'll play Bloodfast. Your turn.
Brawl.
All right. It's situations like this where I don't know how good Brawl actually is because... all right. Yep.
See that coming a mile away. Attack you for 1.
Yeah, 19. Oh, yeah, you have a chart. Gross.
I just cast a chart, but I drew another one.
Oh, yeah.
So that's cool.
For some reason, I just thought you had a second chart. Maybe maybe I'm just that good at Magic. Where's your blue mana?
It didn't show up. Okay.
Oh, that's sad.
It's hard to win counter wars without blue mana. 18 all?
Yeah, your turn. You have no blue mana, and I know you have a Jace's Defeat, and you probably have another negate. Yeah, no, I have to say go. You could just play Teferi.
17 to 18. And I've got another Chart of Course.
That was good.
All the 1-mana divinations.
Go.
1-mana divination's fun.
Yeah, I do not like this.
Pass the turn.
We've already used a lot. All right. I gotta... this even lets him, like, counter and move cards around in his hand, but I gotta cast my spells. Brawl is the kind of card that can tempo you out.
You have 4 cards?
Yep.
Interesting as to whether or not I want to protect this Brawl, given my hand. I actually don't think I do. I think I'd rather handle the cards in Brad's hand. I feel pretty good right now. I guess the Bloodfast makes it a little different. You're at 14 right now?
Yeah.
Maybe the presence of the Bloodfast means I wanted to counter that. I'm at 16.
Go.
On your end step, I will cast a Supreme Will.
Sure.
That is an interesting one. I think I just have to go for this one and hope I get to set up in the next 2 turns. Just the most powerful course of action that I have. Okay. Play this land and pass the turn.
All right. I'll pay 2 life.
You're 12.
12?
You were at 14.
How did I ever go to 14? I was at 6. I was at 18.
No,
I've taken 2 hits from Brawl. Or has it been 3? I thought it was 2. Maybe it was...
I was confused as well. Then you said you were 14.
Oh, I
What
misread.
did you have
no,
me
I,
at?
I misread my 7 as a 2. Okay, so you should be at 8. You were at
I've
17.
taken 2, 2, 2, and gained, I thought.
That's what I thought too, but you said yourself that you were 14. That's why I got confused.
No, I was at 14, now going to 6. Oh, no, I'm at 14 now with the Bloodfest.
I had 20, 19, 18,
No, I should be at
17.
16 with that.
So what happened was I had you at 17, and then when the contempt happened, I misread my 7 as a 2.
So I should be
brought
at
you to
9.
14. So that would have brought you to 19, and this would bring you to 17.
Yeah.
But the Brawl got in twice, I thought.
Oh, twice, and I only lost 1 life, right? I only drew 1 extra card. So that's 3
Yeah.
damage, and then I go to 19.
Yeah, you should be at 17.
I should be at 17. All
My
right.
bad.
17.
Sloppy handwriting.
Draw.
Figured it out.
I don't mind if Ross wants to use his mana's end a turn. I'm just going to draw another card.
Yep.
And go to 15 and draw. Can I untap?
Yep.
And I'll go to 1 energy down to 14.
Yeah,
Drop.
this Bloodfest was a problem.
Drop. And
Yeah, I should have protected the Brawl. I'm at 14.
and I might have to discard. Nope, your turn.
Fairy.
I will Jace's defeat.
I will Jace's defeat. Your
I will
Jace's
censor.
defeat. Yeah, this is a problem. Pass turn.
I'll draw another card. And then I'll draw another card, so I lost
You're at
3.
11.
Then draw for turn. I have 0 energy. Champion.
Yep.
We are kind of bricking on awesome, though. Discard a champion and discard a swamp. Play a hub, get an energy. Attack, get another energy.
I'm at 12.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm tapped out.
You have 5 cards?
I have 4.
4? Oh, four's another story. All right, go.
Fairy.
Results.
Plus.
In response. Contempt.
Negate.
Yep.
Untap 2 lands. Pass turn.
All right. I will go to 10 and draw. Protect fairy. Get an energy.
Pass to 1.
Or actually, I shouldn't attack yet.
Okay.
I'm going to play a champion anyway. All right, attack fairy. Get an energy. And activate Bloodfest. Down to 8. Go.
Plus to fairy.
Yep.
Gift of Paradise is silent.
Yep.
I go to 15. Go to my end step.
Yep.
Trigger in the stack. Float 2 blue.
Mm-hmm.
Nexus Fate.
Results. Or actually, oh yeah, you have that much mana
I
up.
have 3 mana up.
Okay, yeah, results.
Okay, well, I wasn't really expecting that.
No, I wasn't. I've been not
Yeah,
trying.
Me not using the Supreme Will to protect the Brawl led to me having to wait 1 extra turn to set up Teferi on 7 mana instead of 6.
And then it got blown
And
out.
then you got to, I mean, I had the other Teferi
Yeah.
and another counter spell, so I thought, like, well, I lose the first one, there's still the second one. But giving you the extra turn to use Bloodfast 2 times and draw an extra card off Siphoner, so it just gave you essentially 4 extra cards between that and a draw step, I think was not good. So let's go to my other turn. Well, I'll spell that ends well. That was a good draw. Plus. Okay. Let's gift this land.
Yeah.
I'll go to 18
Mm-hmm.
and go to my end step, float 4, untap, go to 8, Nexus with 1 blue floating.
1 blue floating?
Yes.
And you're tapped out?
Well, no, I have these 5 lands in addition to the
Oh,
blue
then
floating.
yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. I played gift, floated 4, made 4. But gotta announce all your mana floating, Brad. Trying to make the Hall of Fame here.
It will not happen.
Should probably stop those jokes.
Yeah, I do not appreciate them.
Okay. Draw. Let's plus the fairy first. We keep hitting. Let's chart for 2 more. Oh, my cards are so good.
Are they that good? Just show me.
I guess I discard this one.
Yeah, I wish I could concede.
This one counters. One of them counters Contempt, and the other counters Gear Hulk, but whatever. We'll discard that one. 2, 4, 7, Nexus. Well, let's pretend I did that on end step and have 4 extra mana.
Yeah.
But I assume you're holding a Syncopate or something like that. Let's see how far I can keep going. So,
You should upkeep the other one.
yeah, that's smart. Upkeep this Nexus of Fate.
Yeah.
Now I got an extra one in my deck. Could have shortcutted this shuffling if you had told me earlier. But you didn't.
I'm half paying attention. I'm seeing things as they immediately come up. I think that this is the worst kind of magic.
Good draw.
Yeah.
So now that's a land I can play. So now I can go to end step, untap
And
these lands,
cast it.
and cast another one.
And now you have 2 turns.
So I have 2 stacked. So I'll at the very least get my Teferi above Brad's next attack, but I am going to see 4 extra cards here.
Minimum.
Yeah.
There's cards in there, right?
There's 1.
Oh, there's only 1?
Only 1. I think that Nissa was taking the place of 1 card from traditional lists. Okay, want to cut?
Nope.
Because I've been drawing real well. That one not so much.
Yeah, you
Untap
got
these
it.
lands, go to my next turn. Draw. Float 2, untap, make 6, Nexus.
All right, now I'm conceding. I'm conceding to...
I guess I
have-
only did 6.
Man, I have field, though. I can't concede. Gotta have field.
Okay, upkeep. Keep that one. That means that
You
because
do
I know
not.
I'm taking another turn, I'm not going to transform.
If you're taking another turn, I'm conceding. Just out of... Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I'm going to keep this hand, but I'm not really happy about it. It's not good, but...
Ditto.
All right, go for
I
it.
mean, my hand's making land drops, has some stuff, but
Any things? I'll get energy and ballista.
okay. I was going to say, if you just go energy siphoner, I'm not happy about it. Just have my best 2 drop. Pass.
All right, attack for 1. Yeah, I was just about to grab that.
19.
All right, now I have a siphoner. go.
Cycle.
Sure. Now I feel better about my hand.
Yes.
All right. Energy, draw again.
You're at 19.
19. I'll play an Aether Hub, get energy, attack, get another energy, and attack you for 3.
16.
And I'm cool with this getting countered if he has it. I don't think there's much he's going to do with 4 mana against me next turn. Okay. Everyone agree that these probably are the 2, so we can do stuff with these. Since we got you at 16, so that's a 3-turn clock. Duress. Yep, your turn.
Not feeling very good over here. My hand was a little slow, and Brad has beat me in the face.
Okay, I'll lose another life. Draw a card.
You're at 18.
Attack for 5. You're at 11.
Yep.
Bloodfest.
Sure.
I have 1 energy, yeah.
I think I have to let that resolve, actually.
Go.
Because I really need to cast this Glimmer
Resolves.
here. Yeah. 2 lands to the bottom, just like every other scry I've ever taken in my life.
Good. I'm scared.
That might have been the 2 cards I needed.
No. Starts with a gift.
Yep. 14.
Yep.
Brawl.
Jace's defeat.
That's a tilt.
All right, my turn.
Yes.
All right, attack.
I'm at 9.
Go. Nine life, eh? So if I do nothing, this is a lethal attack. Yep.
End of turn, put counter. Untap, put counter.
Mm-hmm.
Attack for 7, 3 me. That's not good. Glimmer. Cut all your fog, they said. It'll be okay.
Maybe it's wrong.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It
I
seemed
just
better.
all I know is I played like 4 times in this matchup, and I've never gotten fogged up for sideboard.
It makes a lot of sense based on like what your approach is.
Yeah.
Where you're ignoring the fogs. Glimmer.
Thinking, I don't think there's a chance to lose if I counter that. Yeah.
With a Gear Hulk, you say? Yeah, I could negate this Jace's defeat, I guess, and see what happens, but
Yeah, since you don't have fogs.
these don't do it.
But like fogs like are just not going to get you out of it.
Yeah.
All right, well that really showcased the power of blue black fish, you know, just a lot of early
Showcase
card
power of
advantage.
Blade Sleeve Siphoner.
Yeah, I mean card advantage and disruption, cheapness, like getting in some early damage, chip shotting. And that it's really how, I mean, I probably don't need to bring things up like this, but decks like Turbo Fog are, you know, getting exploited by blue-black mid-range's ability to play the normal mid-range game that most decks can't play.
Yeah, you get underneath with some creatures, especially creatures that gain card advantage. then you're able to apply some pressure, untap with a bunch of lands in play, drawing extra cards, and then just counter everything they do.
And it's the density of what the deck is doing. Like, I think that this strategy you have is actively good against Esper Control Sideboard that does effectively the same thing, Siphoners, but that deck also still has Gear Hulks and Teferis, like more higher, like expensive cards. It's not as cheap. It's a little bit slower.
Also, when you tear apart this deck's hand, I'm left with like some Nexuses that don't really do anything if I'm not gaining card advantage. When you tear apart other decks' hands, they're left with maybe a Gear Hulk that they drew some other like relevant card. And that's the nature of playing this deck, which functions very similarly to just a straight up combo deck.
Yep.
So I'm trying to set up for a big turn. I came close there. The Brawl was really key for letting me set up in time.
Yeah.
Before you were pressuring me. So Brawl was impressive to me in both games, actually, the post-sideboard games. I think I should have protected it in game 2.
Yeah.
Got a little lucky that your draws were poor, apparently.
I drew into Siphoner immediately into a good hand, so it wasn't poor once I drew that.
Well, that was game 3. I'm talking about game 2.
Oh, game 2?
Yeah, when I let you bloodfast, you just bloodfasted into a bunch of things.
Oh, I drew into nothing.
Yeah, and then you just had no counter spells ever.
Yeah.
So that was great.
Yeah.
Then you didn't do that in game 3, and it was less great.
Yeah.
So that's the
I
takeaway.
see where you're coming from.
Yeah. Draw good cards.
Every game that deck wins, though, is not great. It is miserable.
It's like playing against eggs. You just sit there.
That's not a good comparison.
It's even worse because they have to shuffle every turn.
Yes.
I think that's the worst part of it.
Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot.
But that's
the
worst part of it.
But I mean, it's not that big of a deal because most of the cards don't rotate. It's still a playable deck after that.
Sorry, I'm wrong. The worst part of it is that they have to play mountains. That's the worst part of it.
What deck has to play mountains?
Nexus of 8
Oh,
decks.
yeah.
They all have to play mountains.
Yeah, proxies.
Yeah.
Except if you're... you probably didn't even notice this. David Williams and Eric Froehlich rolled up to Las Vegas, or to LA as ballers with all foil decks.
That...
They both rolled up with foil...
Like refused to play with proxies.
Yes.
Like, okay,
and
this is my other option.
And Efro top forward with it, too. So he's just like... He's just balling all tournament with just a foil Bant Turbo Fog deck. It's awesome.
So I hate foils, so I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Well, but
I honestly think I'd rather play with proxies.
Well, that's and you're not a baller.
Assuming I have access to either, which I don't. But assuming I do, I think I'd still rather play with the mountains.
But you're not a baller. We don't care about your opinion. Eric Froehlich is a baller, and he rolled up with a foiled out deck. They were like, "You're gonna have to proxy." He's like, "Nah, I want to play with the real cards. I got them." And it was awesome. I loved it.
I do like it in this specific situation. A little bit.
Well, it's a bad situation to exist, but, he made lemonade.
Playing more foils is like making lemonade without adding any sugar to it. It's like bad lemonade.
What are you talking about?
Like lemonade wouldn't taste very good if it had no sugar to balance out how sour lemons are. It would just be... Have you ever drank straight lemon juice?
Frost, you're the worst.
I'm saying I hate foils.
Yeah,
I hate them a lot.
This is not the place to stand up and shout that.
Every place is the place to say
no,
that because foils are that horrible.
It's subjective.
I think they should all be banned from tournament play.
That's the first reasonable thing that you've said. You've said something that legit could have an issue with tournaments, but this is not the place where,
I don't care. I hate them.
I hate warm water. I want it to be hot or cold. I just hate when it's in the middle ground. You can't drink, you can't shower in it.
I hate spiders.
Oh, well, I'll agree with you on that.
Okay, we can end there.
Yeah.
We agreed. I thought we were going to go back and forth, but we agreed, so we have to end.
We will see you all this weekend in Richmond. We'll both be there playing. Yes. And next week we'll be doing something else fun on the Verse Series. I don't know what it will be just yet, but it will not be with him.